Yeah, I told Doc I couldn't make the next appointment.
Whatever you gotta do, man. You write your own checks.
That's right.
So I figure to begin with, we'll review
Yes.
with what we did yesterday.
Yeah, because even rolling last night, I was trying to mentally go through everything, and I was kind of fucking it up.
You're gonna fuck it up until you don't, right?
Right.
I've heard this mantra like, winners don't drill it until they get it right. They drill it till they can't get it wrong.
Yeah.
And I like that. So what were we working on? Where do we start? What is it?
Side control.
Side control. So we're gonna start at side control. So go ahead. Just do the move, or you can talk to doing it. What do you need to do? Everyone.
So, no. I reached under so I can forward. Let's put hands. Work this up. Working on until it's on the tool. Wear this arm up. And then come up and have this.
We could almost give you this elbow. You could almost let me get this elbow. So the shoulder comes down.
Okay. I'm gonna have Bruce like this. Push the head down. Step around. I can replace this so I have the set on the head or pinch the knees. And I've got this control here on the Kimura. I can finish that
We'll call tap, and then keep going.
or come on, this way I keep this pinned to my chest. Tight to the chest. Tighten this up.
You can have a little touch on the body and feel that. Keep going.
Neck. Slide.
Beautiful. So until it becomes second nature,
Yeah.
just get the first 3 extra steps. Right? Get
And remember to breathe. That'll help.
so getting down on the side, you got every point.
Okay.
And you're gonna see it.
Okay.
So and you're gonna give me just enough resistance that you're gonna feel the difference of if I keep your elbow up or let's check that frame, or let's check that frame, that shoulder, you felt that.
Yeah.
So it's knowing the balance, when to take away space and when to give a little bit of space and focus to the hand. Side control. Side control here is if I'm just didn't have anything.
I'm either sitting up and my knee and elbows connected under your neck. And my elbow is kind of making a direct line to my knee through your hips.
Okay.
So as you're trying to squirm or punch to the ceiling of your left, you get frames into it, right?
For this elbow, you're pushing me up to create space for your elbow, right?
And I know this. So I'm like, my knee and elbow connected. And all right, cool. So you're pushing up, you're doing this. You're so good at this. You still have this frame. So, when is that an issue? Dante's really annoying. It's really fun. He's that little one. It becomes an issue. I can't really get that in there. So, if you're going to be real good at this, I get this position that you get that elbow in front of my head. Right now, I don't want to go north because I know you can bridge the frame. I'm going to have to switch my hip. So, my right knee.
Oh, okay, here.
Then I shot.
Brian's like, move. North.
So playing with that, when is that elbow an issue and when is it not? You know what I mean? That's where you're gonna feel it. You're just gonna have to feel it.
Okay. Still on that.
You can use your left hand to pull the elbow up, or you can just use it like you. Now here, before you go here, I want you to put your hands out and put your hands on your wrist. One hand on your wrist. And now, squeeze your elbows. Nope. Hold on. Go. Once you get that over under my hand, under my arm, I want your hands to go to here, like Brian was saying yesterday, and just do this. Extend up. Not squeezing in.
Yeah.
Elevate your elbows almost like a scissor. So what you're going to do is frame on the mat. It's going to look like this. This is what he did to us.
Yeah.
But you couldn't see that little subtle detail. That, I was like, how the fuck is he so strong?
Yeah.
You're going to feel this difference.
Okay.
Let me get this on. This on. Yep. I think I'm doing a good job of framing. Get it in my head. Walk your hands up to walk this hand. Now, walk your hands up on the mat. Yep, and now. That's where I want you to think. Look how confident you are.
Yeah.
And you're not using strength.
None.
You're framing on your hands, you're using your skeletal structure
Yeah.
to compromise them. So what am I going to do once you put your knee on top? Just don't even be greedy. Put it right on my hip bone, right here. Because what's going to happen is, if I turn this way, I can't because this one's here. I'm going to naturally start reaching this way. I'm just going to give you this. Look at your knee's already there.
Yeah.
You're allowing me to turn into this, so now all you have to do is either mount or use this handle to come up on top.
You guys are wide in the feet, narrow.
Yes, sir. Look, I'm trying to give you the resistance. You're in good base. You can even drop your ass more if you want to. Be a jerk about it. And look, it compromises my elbow and my shoulder. Nice wrist. I want you to give me almost a wrist lock and turn that forward. Rotate your shoulders. Look over your left shoulder, over your eyebrow. Twisting at your waist. Tap. So that's what I want that motion to be. So go ahead and finish this more by. Oh, you can go on. Right? And I'm trying to flail. Dude, just hold it for 5 seconds. Let me know you got it. Curl this into my neck. Curl my neck into your cheek. What am I going to do? Am I going to tap early? Probably. Why wouldn't I?
So then you guys are just here.
Since you got this left arm under my elbow,
Yeah.
you can use this heavy weight to grasp my forearm,
Okay.
and then you're good to go.
Nice.
So, and I want you to think of those things. All of that is smooth control. You're not rushing to go, oh, but once you get that more, or however you get it, once you're getting it tight, what I was trying to explain is, once you get here, we always want to go, we rotate with our arms, right? Or even if we rotate with our body, I can't rotate that much. So what I do is I look over my head. Your whole body twists a little bit more.
Real.
Yeah. Because if we do this, we want to say. So, if we don't rotate our head, we're going to rotate our arms. If we rotate our shoulders, for some reason we don't think of turning the whole body and looking to the fan. We're just redoing this, yes.
Oh, that's cool.
And that little A-frame that he was talking
Yeah,
about.
that was phenomenal. I've never done that before.
I've never seen it before. I felt it for 2 weeks. so I want you to think of the kind of things that he and I both do. I do things that he does. With Tanner showed us fear on your back. And you're just fucking really strong and this and that. And I can't post here because I don't want to give you this space. I'll get this elbow here across here. So now I'm hooking this. Tanner does this a lot. He just hugs the hip, and I'm still blocking both elbows. But I'm also trying to prevent that knee shift. Right? So, and then what Brian does exceptionally well is even if you got these frames in, he wiggles his way chest to chest, and he creates these planks. Gets here.
And I drive that one back.
Once you're here, it's you can't.
That's why you do this.
And I'm literally spider crawling palm, using this against your strength. And then I go here.
Well, this lock,
Yeah.
if you just kind of go strength against strength, just your muscle, somehow the physics of it is it works where
if you don't look, like just if you're here and I have this and you're not gonna let me bring that arm up, right? I just, I'm gonna end up, look, I'm gonna end up using all my energy and moving you across the mat. Listen, that's the beauty of like frames, is that, dude, you know the guy who shot, I'm not saying you know, but that's just the way it's taught me. There was a guy who was a SEAL Team 6 that shot or something one. He was a #1 guy, SEAL Team 6. He sent him thing with his crew. He's the one who shot somebody. He showed up at our gym once.
Is that right?
Yeah, I remember.
Nice.
One of the most powerful 6'4" men I ever made. But he gave me his momentum. He was like, I could hear his drill sergeant in the background. Go! Like blasting doors and walls and just power, right? And you need you in his element and you're toast. But in the end, on mats, with the jiu-jitsu rules, right? Not like the death, he has no knife or gun, right?
Yeah. But you know.
He just tried to grab and just power. And he started, he's the first human being I've ever run into who when I was like, he's absolutely gassed. He's like, I've never heard anybody ever in my life breathe, right? And as soon as he'd be done with his efforts, right? I couldn't believe it. I thought he was just going to drop dead. He would not quit, right? And he would just go harder. And so I framed him on our knees. He just launched himself. And I got framed him. And he pushed my whole body all across the mats. I'm coming up on the wall 100 miles an hour, and I shift, and we do a little circle and pushes me all the way back, and he looks at me and goes, and you're not thinking, right? So that's wasting all your energy.
Yeah.
Right, so you're right, I'm taking your body weight and driving it all over the map. You're not using your heart rate, and I am, and my energy, my strength.
Right.
So, you walk. And it's hard to don't let me do it. And I'm not saying it will work every single time, like that guy can't stop it, but it's way more powerful than just trying to bust it over. Yeah. And then it comes up. Oh,
Yeah. You got the right. So this broke my head inside.
so as soon as that happens, your arm comes up. I don't know why there's physics involved. I don't understand all of them, but there's physics
I'll
involved.
tell you, this is how we break it down. It is wedges and leaders and frames. So if you've got a seesaw or if you're doing, he's using his angle to get underneath. And he's using this wedge to elevate your arm because you're weaker here. The gross muscular strength is going here, not in this whole small rotating that elbow.
There's physics involved. You probably know more than I do.
The end of the lever, you want to take the joint or whatever it is at the end of the arm or the limb or the head. Because it's more powerful here, the more close to your joint I get, the harder it's for you to do it. So using that as I try to explain this to kids with my son. But it is all levers and wedges. And he's wedging underneath, he's framing. So, and that's what I was trying to tell you. We're going to be structurally strong, our structure of our skeleton and our muscles. But I don't mean our muscles, I mean you're strong in this position, not when you turn your head, not on your shoulders. So this is what we're trying to do, is give me this iron squat position. My knees and elbows are lined up, my head and my hips are lined up. I'm strong. That's what I'm doing. And that's what he's compromising on all of us, and that's what I'm trying to compromise.
Yeah.
Push the head up. Oh, you're in your iron school here? Push the head up. Push the head down or whatever.
People don't like it. They don't like it. I don't like it. Nobody likes it. And so, eventually, I say, now I've done this to Tanner, and Tanner just, he knows better, right? Like, you'll know better. You'll like, if it's hurting you and you have to do something about it, then that's what you have to do something about it, right?
Yeah.
But so much of the instinct is if you stop it, you want to stop, say you can't make any progress, right? People won't like that, and they'll relax their frame, their tightness, right? Their core tightness, they'll relax it to address that. And then that's, and now they're distracted, you get now, or neon belly, or whatever else, because they're, this is bothering them. Right, and it gives you an opening of some sort, generally speaking. Right, a guy who knows better will not do that unless you have to, right? Unless you're really got a problem, like it's really causing a problem, like pain, right? Like you're gonna get your neck hurt, and you're not trying to break a guy's neck. And you'll notice, you'll notice, like I don't viciously try to just viciously, like hurt you or get hurt you, but you know, I'm pushing on it steadily, you know, and I'll come this way, and this way, and this way, and now what? Right? So I'm manipulating it, and you're worried. It makes you distracted.
He was mobile, he got his hips up and he got his knee up. He was keeping mobile instead of staying steady on his knees.
Oh, yeah.
As he's moving, he was shifting his weight.
So that shifting, see, if I'm just here, I go, you felt
Feel it.
that.
No, feel it.
You felt it, and you got it, you blocked it. But I'm shifting a lot, so you don't know which shift is the one.
And that's the playful deal. I'm gonna give you another side control attack for you to do. So lay down here, since you're like a wrestler in a sense. He's always good at getting side control, and that's why I'm trying to give him some other paths. So when you start giving this elbow to Brian or anybody else, when you're trying to frame, you create a little pocket here when you go for this underhook.
Right.
What Brian had really brought up good last week was keeping this tight. And if you go on your side, maybe keeping this nice and tight, because now you're reaching for this underhook, but I don't have anything. So what I'll try to do to avoid someone preventing this underhook here is I'll try to make sure I keep my weight shifted here, and then I let them think they're going to get this underhook, and I grab their wrist. I just pin.
Oh, okay.
So now, the more you resist, I'm just trying to pin your wrist and that, and then I can go for 2 arm. But now you're still worried about this. If you start turning to that side, then you keep it back.
And he takes it back. Like, look, we haven't even gone over taking the back,
right.
But he can windshield wipe his right leg and sit and pull you into his lap.
There's an arm bar on this side, there's a back kick. Or I could just be a jerk and try to finish that arm lock on that side, as long as you don't sweetness it. But I want you to just think of seeing where that is. So if we're just doing jiu-jitsu here, right here, I see an elbow. So keep this nice and tight. You're just gonna be like, I'm not gonna separate this elbow. Well, I don't do that. Now you're in some oh shit. So just play with that. Because you're gonna find yourself going north-south. And if you see an elbow, get this elbow. See, if you see this elbow pocket, boom, you got an arm. That's what you're looking for. Or if you go prematurely getting on belly, see the elbow? There's something there for you. Go chest to chest, flat on shoulder, now you can just finish there. Right? But this is what we're trying to avoid. And the higher the practitioner, I'm not trying to do it. Even if you were getting on belly, try to now push my elbow down.
So I could come over here.
Come on, see that?
Over.
So take your right leg, and bend it at the knee.
Step it.
Now, take that left, yes. Now, take your, do this with your right leg. And sit, and pull.
Oh, okay.
You can so I'll show you. I'll just show you real quick, and I'm sorry, Mike.
No.
It's right here.
I know, that's why I always.
It's right here, right? And some guys are, because I'm not pinning the shoulder, they will go to roll, right? Like they're gonna go to turtle.
That's
Get
what I
out,
was-
right?
That's what I was.
That's right, so here's what you do, you have the head here.
Okay.
So if you go over here like this, and they start going to turtle, you take it back to the head. Now look where I put my foot right here.
Uh-huh.
I take this right, my thumb, and I put it under his chin.
Okay.
That's what I do. You basically are just taking the head, right, and you sit and pull. And bring this hook and drop it in, and then this one comes in.
Okay.
And now, and the rear, and from, in no gi, the rear naked is there all day long from taking the back. It's hard to stop the rear naked. It just slides right in, especially when you're sweaty, right? And you can do the seatbelt, right? And they fight this hand and they pull this down because they don't like right, and this one can slide in. Eventually, you're going to get one, right? So, but that's how you. I mean, that's the D and no D, right? It's like oh, I've already trapped that one.
Yeah.
So that's good. Now it's good. So, put on the hip.
Yeah.
Whatever. There's a whole thing about working the back.
Right. So right now we're just working on giving you options, either go north south, or if you keep it really tight here, you don't want that under, because you know he's gonna wrestle up, drive back, getting the wrist to pin, let him what is he gonna do? Depending on what he does, if he goes that way, cool. I want to go.
Yeah.
It's just, if there's a
In
lot.
fact, he showed that better than I did. You sit him up. And then
That's
sit
what
him
Tiger
down.
teaches.
That's yeah. It's the same concept. He's good at just hooking that ice cream scoop and getting that face up. He's making me elevate. But it's the same concept. So now you can start going north, you can start going arm bar, you can start
Yeah.
threatening this. But if you start threatening this, stay.
But see now, he's taking away my ability to fight for inside control with this arm.
Yeah.
I want to give him a little hope.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not falling for that bullshit.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't follow. But that's the beauty. That's the beauty of having a season. Because I can maybe break it down. I'm like, I can watch him fuck me up the whole time. I know what he's doing. I can't stop. Right? So that's two. Now for you, it's just going to be a pathway of where you're going to go.
Again, it takes multiple repetitions of losing it. You're like, oh, Big Zach doesn't work. Well, bullshit. It's the adjustments in life roles that happen over time. Right? Right? You're gonna lose it. It's not gonna work. Not gonna
So
work.
you're trying to force the move. I'm letting you see that elbow pocket. Go for the internet.
And sometimes when they do something to stop that, you're like, there's a transition there. They're giving you something else that wasn't there before.
Right? This is powerful right now. You can already feel that I don't like this.
Okay, yeah.
You're hurting me.
I step over the head at that point.
Yeah. No, don't worry about this. Step over.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's learning to know what to address and what not to address.
Yeah, that's a powerful spot. And it's headquarters is the word I was looking for. It's called a headquarter position.
Okay.
Like the headquarters of a company?
Yeah.
It's like a headquarters. It's a spot that you get to that you're comfortable with, and you can go in any direction you're comfortable with it.
Headquarters?
Yes.
This is the headquarters position. I never heard that called headquarters, but if it is, cool.
It's a spot that you wind up in a roll, in a scramble, that you land in, that you're comfortable in, and can do multiple options.
So this is headquarters from halfway. Don't confuse the two. One place trying to say, yeah. So headquarters means we've gone from some kind of half guard.
Yeah.
I've elevated your knees. I'm sitting on this leg is between my legs. And I'm using my shin in the back of your knee to take away your hip control. In the gi, I would call it right
Yes.
collar.
And grab the knee.
Right. So right here. In no gi, it's a little different. So there's a couple of different moves. But I just didn't want you to confuse the two. So if you say headquarters.
The canner?
Yeah, I know I'm saying in general. I just call it teabag. I know there's a lot of names for it. So when you do refer to it, say headquarters, more north south, whatever.
So he's right. Like the technical term maybe that jiu-jitsu uses for headquarters is like maybe a specific position like you just showed
That's
in
a
half
good
guard.
point.
The way I'm accustomed to using it is that headquarters is a spot that you get to in any position that is a setup for you with lots of options that you're very comfortable with.
I see.
So to me, right, if we're in a scramble, you're coming up to pass my guard, right? And I got a foot on the hip and a foot, right? And or a Z guard, right? To me, look, I know it's not called headquarters, like, oh, this position is called headquarters. The way I mean, I should change my terminology, I might maybe realize that, is that it's a spot that you get to that you're comfortable with, a setup for you, that you're trying to get to. In a scramble, you're trying to pass my guard, you're pushing, right? And I'm trying to get to a spot, right, where I can work, I have to play. I'm not just, it's a scramble, you wind up in a spot where you can arm drag, you can sweep, right? You can push them in Kimura. You know what I'm saying? You got lots of options, and you're comfortable there. And you can go in any direction and transition in any way. It's a spot that's a good setup for you, whether it's offense or defense, right? So I don't know, maybe I shouldn't even use the term, but because he's right.
I know what you meant. I knew exactly what you meant. Let's get back to that.
So when you're on that side control, sitting there like that with this, that's like you're in a scramble. The guy's moving around, right? And you come up and you step over the head. To me, it's like a spot that you.
We can call it a train station, because you can go from anywhere in that train station.
It's a great place to be, and you have many options. And depending on what your opponent does, you can transition to lots of different, submission.
What I want you to think of is right now is if I'm looking at your hand, I'm using this, which does nothing for me other than right now, that allows me to move in your body with my frame. So as strong as you are, I'm going to extend my elbow, and I want you to not let me get that turn. So I'm using my structure against your strength. If I just keep that there, you might get tired of my too strong as well. But that's what I'm trying to do. The moment you don't do that, I know your shoulders are weak. Okay? You're going to go here, go for that light. Oh, wow. I'm looking for this other.
Yeah.
But if you
Because I was thinking hard about not letting it come down.
but as soon as I see this, right? And then if you start going, oh, I'm going to wrestle back up, I'm yanking you to me. I still don't want you to get so I want you to play with that push-pull. So if we're fighting in this game and all of a sudden I see daylight, I'm afraid to let this hand go. I'm going to put my hand over here and just put it over. So I want you to be a little bit more. See, a little bit like, go for that. Because what you're going to do with that arm, your chest is going to come to my shoulder. You're going to lower the shoulder to the mat. Now both my shoulders are to the mat. I can't move. Here I'm strong. Here, I'm pinned to the earth. It's me against you and the earth.
And the other direction is giving your back. So yeah. So he wants to be facing you.
You used less effort and you were way more powerful with it.
Okay.
And you're not breathing it.
Yeah.
So do a couple more times. You may go to arm lock, you may go to arm bar, you may go to head north south. Come on. Beautiful. Nice. Let's try your goofy side.
Look out.
Daylight, underhook, pin my shoulder to the mat. Left hand, punch your left hand through. Push my head down. No. Reach through with your left hand all the way to the mat. And go chest to my shoulder.
Cross face.
Cross face me here. Now you can push my head to the mat, but walk your left hand up the mat.
Cross face. Cross face. Go the other. Yes.
There you go. Look familiar?
Oh, yeah.
So, the only difference is if on this side, there's no difference. You should look for daylight. If you don't have daylight, grab the wrist. I don't like that. I'm going to give you daylight, punch in through the underhook. Walk your hand up on the mat and elevate my elbow. Nope. Keep walking. Keep walking. Even though Elevate my elbow, this elbow. Walk your, yep, there you go. So what I want you to think of is when you start attacking my wrist, if I retract, that's giving you this underhook. Immediately go chest. And if you feel this chest right here and you feel I'm just being really strong, walk your toes in, active toes, get off your knees. I want your ass in the air like a tripod. You're gonna elevate your hips, straighten your legs. I want you to really get up, walk your tippy toes closer, tippy toe closer, tippy toe closer. Drop your knee on my belly. Look at where you're at. You're right at knee on belly because you're mobile. You got off your knee. These are the small things he needs to work on. Just getting mobile.
Takes
And
time.
that felt really weird on that side.
I know.
I'm really bad that way.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I had the same problem, and now I don't care.
Is that
It
right?
doesn't matter to me, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because
That's
what
interesting.
happens is I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something.
So you're
as a
saying I should
demonstration.
drill?
No, wait. Let's say I'm passing the guard.
Okay.
And I take the path of least resistance.
Right.
Now they say, okay, here's what we're gonna do. This is the technique. Okay, now here's the deal. We're typically right hand or left hand dominant, right? So these are stronger, right? And so this ends up being the position we spend most of the time at.
Yep.
Because you're right.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is I'm using my left, my right, my dom. In my case, it's right. That most of us are right. The great percentage is right hand. Right hand dominant. So this is fighting his strength of his hips and his knees. It's not ever stronger than that, but it's stronger than this one. So we have our strong side to control his strong. And then this is, it's like the lobster with the small claw and then the big huge claw. Because the small claw holds it and then the strong claw kills it and breaks it, right? And it gets big, huge, and powerful, and then right, that's the dominant side. So we're here. You gotta get just as good on the other side. But how we do that and how I decide to look. And I also have a shoulder injury from a bicep tendon tear. It's been 30 years, and none of that, this is weaker anyway. And if I do certain strength moves with my elbow right, I think it hurts bad.
Yeah.
Right? I have it's an old injury and there's compromised weakness. So it's weaker anyway. Right? Now it doesn't mean I don't have strength in it, but there's certain spots that it's just real bad, right? So it's my weak side. But I'm passive. Now like, if I'm gonna do this here, and I'm going to, and now this is just a quick demonstration of what I'm talking about. If I'm gonna do this weak, or not pass, this pass. Okay, that pass. How I would do it is this is, you just kind of hold them here, and now you're gonna push really hard and rotate.
Okay.
Right? And kick this leg out. Okay? Now let's say I want to do it to the other side, it feels awkward. It doesn't feel as good, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold here, and this is what it took me a long time to realize.
Okay.
Is that if I try to do it the exact same way, with using this and really pushing and kicking my leg, right?
Yeah.
And this is weaker. This is weaker. And that position hurts my shoulder.
Right.
So I changed the focus from putting all my effort into like pushing here and holding here to I really, especially in G,
Yeah.
I use this strength to drag this shoulder, right? And then
Yeah.
this is just like a lever, a little
Gotcha.
lever to push,
Yeah.
right? So that I have the head here, right? So the strength was here. It's the same task, but my focus was here because that's where my strength is,
That makes sense.
right?
Yeah.
Now I did the same task. Now I'm here, you won't feel it as much on that hold down,
And I like that.
but you'll feel it more here.
That's a great pass.
And so so if the guy he's fighting here, right, and we're fighting, and then I have it here. Now I can see this, I can put my guy work on it. Here's what I do. On the other side, my right arm is stronger and more dominant,
Yeah.
right? And I'm fighting this wrist, okay? And this is holding him. This is my claw that holds the prey. And I'm going in right with my right hand. When I'm in this side, If I try to do the same thing, I'm not nearly as effective because this is weaker. So what I do is I use this to just hold or to trap, right?
Yeah.
And now I focus with my dominant, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm working this, and this is holding and trapping. Whereas on the other side, I'm holding, and now I'm really going, I'm really fighting here, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the way that your focus is from doing the same passes or the same sweeps.
You're adjusting.
If I'm doing it to my right, if I'm going to do this arm drag to this side, which is more comfortable, this is my stronger arm, right? So I got actually this strength and this strength because this is my dominant leg. Even though I had ACL repair and it's weaker than the other one, it's still coordinately strong, dominant.
Yeah.
So I'm really good at this side, right? Because of that.
Yeah.
And that's how most of us learn the arm drag. And we work from it because it's our dominant side. But we're fighting, and guys are used to that all the time, and it's harder for me to get. But he gives me the other side, right? I have to do the other side, right? But what I do is I'm doing it, but now my right arm, which over here, my left arm, is maybe a bray, right? Is holding the wrist, and I'm really right. So I'm over here, and I'm here, but I have my right. So I move now, and my right leg here. I have the ability to shift my hips more, or to grab his back. And so I'll put my focus on the right side coming this way versus just really yanking and powering through this. So it's done a little bit differently, a little bit of different focus on the dominant side, and he'll feel it differently when I do all of these on different sides. He'll feel the focus of where my strength in fight is going, right? Based on my dominant. Sometimes it'll be lower if my right hand's lower. Sometimes it'll be higher if my right hand's higher. So here it just feels so good, right? The other one feels good too, but I change the way the dynamics of how it's done to suit my dominant side. Right, so here we are fighting. I don't know. That's the best way I can explain it. But you gotta get good at both sides, but you may not be able to replicate exactly what you're doing on one side that you do on the other side. You might have to change it up a little bit to suit your dominant side.
I'm sitting with my hips and knees. This is more flexible, more than this one.
Right.
Yeah, it's not. Sometimes when I'm doing something, you might see me grab my own leg to get back in. But people don't know that. He might watch me like, oh, grab his foot. But what he's saying is, because he knows his body, he worked around it. So when you're working on someone with a really strong heavy base, work around it. He shifted his weight to reposition his ankle. I fell straight, and he was already ready to take my back. Doesn't matter if I push, doesn't matter if I throw my elbow, he was ready to sit up on that knee and take my back. The other one, he's dragging me into, he's doing it on into the arm, pulling me inside.
The other one, I may take it back way more often than the other side. The other side, I might wind up with this, like the hip in the pocket, it may transition differently because I'm focusing on the dominant side of play.
So this is a good it's a good demonstration of what we're trying to say from side control. You're going to be fine on either side. Just don't lose your base.
So you said it feels weirder on this side, right? So you gotta make it feel comfortable. So you gotta make it feel comfortable, and the way your brain does that is you're doing things with this dominant hand on this side that you're not necessarily doing, because your dominant side's here now. Before it was down here. So don't think of it as exactly what you're doing on this side. Thinking of what you need to do here to make it work for you to be comfortable, and it's a slightly different focus than it is on the other side. And your brain will become, right, it will be just as difficult for your opponent, right? But you gotta make, so you want to love to get here, because now you get to use your dominant side on the neck and the arm, right? And you take your shoulder and you right, this is your strong side. So you've got some really powerful things to do that may not be as powerful or coordinated on the other side as your left side is there. So now that your right side is here, you can drive the skin like that, right? And you can hold and drive me up like this, right? And grab that. Yeah, see, now it's harder for me to fight because you're so much stronger on your dominant side here.
You know you're here. No, don't move. Just that. Don't even move your feet.
Oh,
just
Yes.
Oh,
Now
so
Make the opponent carry your body back.
active toes, getting your knees off the mat, and drive your chest in. So now scoop your chest a little bit further down his back. There's where you're comfortable.
Yeah, now you can take my back. You can drive me. You can now drive me forward. Right, and now I go down. God, damn, this blows.
Right.
And it gets that's a death sentence.
So going back to that position, when you get
So that's going to happen for you easier on this side, but on that off side, then the other side, that'll be an easier thing to accomplish. Because it's your dominant side. So get to love that and get good at it.
where were you? This is what you were doing, and I want you to see. You had this great gift wrap. I want you to watch my feet more, my breathings. Okay. And your chest was here on your shoulders, so you're kind of like almost here in this direction.
yeah.
So I want you to see the angle that I'm at. Here, he's good and strong, and he knows a lot of good jiu-jitsu. He could try to roll back, or he can try to turtle. I don't have as much control here. But now, if I shift my weight a little bit back, I go from ballerina toes, active toes. He already knows it. Don't let him want to go this way.
This sucks. This blows. Dude. This is a fight.
My top knee closest to his head, doesn't matter what side, is going to go kill up.
Yeah, this sucks.
You went here. You went here.
Oh.
So what I want you to think of is if you're here and you're active toes,
Yeah.
you're already ready to go. Pillow, sit up.
Yeah. Terrible. That gift wrap is such a powerful tool. You can do so much with it, so much.
Nothing wrong with what you did. We're just going to improve that.
You can turn that into a Kimura.
But if my knee's down by his center back, I'm not as mobile to attack more.
You can turn it into an arm bar. You have it here. Yeah, it's terrible. It's all terrible. It's just terrible. That gift wrap is powerful.
Okay.
I use it all the
We're
time.
not working to the position of submission. We're going to get to that higher shoulder where you're more mobile.
So that's going to be a great place to get to in that. As you're saying, that position.
So you'll be more comfortable fighting, doing what he's doing. You'll be more comfortable on this off side than you would be on this side. So you start doing different techniques and working different things.
I can see it from me a different path.
From right. You don't try to do the exact thing exactly how you do it, because your dominant side and your weak side will never be equal.
You're still head and arm control. You're still going for under.
Yes,
control.
you're doing all of
You're
that.
trying to compromise their face. Trying not to let them really shit. You're still doing all the same things.
But don't be afraid to pass this side and say, oh, this feels awkward. Yeah, it does. Until you start realizing what you're better at on this side than that side, which is using attacks on your dominant side and focus. And then this is keeping me, you're just focused on not letting me get in under hood. I'm going to hit the stake and you're going to block that kick, right? So you're using this arm as that. And now you're taking your shoulder and driving into my throat.
Right knee up towards his head if you can. Think of this.
And now if I reach up here to do this, you gift wrap me. Ah, shit.
See the position of your knee now where you're at as opposed to when it's your arms back.
Oh, yeah.
That little difference on either side is going to work.
It's now.
Now you can come here, and now you can unwrap, if you want to, you can unwrap this from my head, keep the grip, just swing your elbow over.
It's called unbagging.
Come around and do the Kimura on this side. And push me down.
Elbow on his ear. So when your elbow goes up and over his head, right elbow goes up and over his head, and push his ear down
Yes.
to the mat. And now put your shin on his bicep. I want you to be up on your toe on your left foot. A little bit. Your foot's gonna go a little bit lower on your
This
shoulder.
sucks.
Right there in your down position.
Yeah, I'm done for
Right
this.
here, before you start doing it, no. Right here, I want you to think of this. Get that thumb out. I want you to rotate both fingers forward, both hands. Roll them as far forward
Yeah.
as you can. Nope, even this one too. You're not rotating enough. No. I don't want you to pull back. I want you to, roll your knuckles forward. Reverse motion. Both, go like this.
Yes.
More.
Yes.
That's twisting his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can bring your chest to his elbow. Bring everything in tight. Elbows in tight. It's yours.
Yeah, that's tight. That's how you do it. That's good. Good instruction. Finish talking.
I mean, didn't feel good. but-
No, yeah, it felt good for you.
So that's gonna be more, you're gonna be good at that, better at that on this offside than you're gonna be on your dominant side.
I could see that, yeah.
It's gonna be in a time.
And it takes time.
Yeah.
But you're gonna love, so I don't care which side I go to. I don't, I do not care. Over the years, I not even care. Because I don't think about what I would do on this side. I think about what I would do on this side. That I'm right? So, and so I prefer this side because most people don't defend this side as well as they do that side. Because most people spend you get good at where you live. You get good at where you live, at what you live in all day long. And if you live all day long on this side, you get good at defending that side. So most people aren't as good at defending this side. So I like to get here because they're not as good there. And then I have things that I like to do here. Right? Like, one thing, I do this, and I always mention it, because I forget like tell when I don't tell. Look, there's,
get one of those big football, pads from the
look,
shelter.
it's legal, it's legal to throw this knee here. I use it
He's got
as
six
control.
He's got 6 tons.
You can drive it into the throw, and put all your weight on it. And I don't do that.
I can do that sometimes.
Yeah, you can do that as a submission and it's legal. I use this as a hold, right? You can drive all your weight into here and try to submit a guy like that. I don't personally do that. I don't. I just don't do that. You can also submit the guy by rupturing your spleen. I can grab your neck here, I can grab your leg here, and I can say I'm going to bounce my knee off the mat, right? And I can rupture all your internal organs. Yeah, I submitted Eric. I'm not going to do that. Now I have nobody to train with me. Or Sunday. Right? So I don't do these things. This can really hurt somebody bad. This can really, this can damage the carotid artery. You can rip that open internally and bleed to death. It's been done. I mean, it's dangerous. It's legal. So when I do this, and you're here, and you learn that, oh, that's a technique, I'm just saying be careful with this knee. I know. Be careful with driving this knee into the neck. Tanner does it. He doesn't care. I'm not bitching or complaining. It's legal. It's but I use this position and I use my knee more on the shoulder to pin the shoulder. And if you get this elbow up here, you're going to get far more. Right? But I have things I do with this side that I don't do on this side as much or right? So you get comfortable with what you're doing on either side. And you'll love to get, it doesn't matter which side you get to because you're doing things, right?
Yeah.
So I'll hold on, if I'm on this side, then this is really strong. Right? I'm really nice. I'm really got, that's right, I'm really yeah, right. I'm holding the shoulder here, maybe. And this is what I'm on this side. I'm attacking his arm, I'm attacking his legs, right?
Face, neck,
Right? So I'm on this side, and now this is maybe holding, right, or pinning. And now I'm using this as, and I'm not thinking about it. There'll come a point you don't think about it anymore, but you'll realize what you do on this side is different than what you do on that side. Because you're using your, so it's comfortable and it feels natural, because you're still using your dominant side. Versus trying to do what you do with your dominant side, with your trying to match, do it exactly the same and match it. Well, you can't do that.
Let's work on like some real life where we're going to do what we do from side control. You're going to be on the bottom, and we're going to pass the side control. I want you to defend, knowing what we're looking for. Obviously, he's going to be really more effective at it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let you work.
But yeah, he's gonna let you work. But you know the offense. Now let's work on your defense because it's gonna help you. Knowing what the defense is gonna improve your offense, and it's a symbiotic relationship. If you don't know how to get out of the move, well, how do you apply this move when you do it? Why do you do that? Well, that's your fucking problem. And it's not negative. It's just like we always do that. I can't get out of arm bars. Well, how good is your arm bar? If you don't know how to apply it, then you don't know what to defend. Here, now you have an offense. Let's work on your defense. So you're going to be on bottom, and you're going to be here, and we're going to pass like we do on our live and what you've done. It's probably yeah. Well, then we won't.
Everything's fine.
No, we don't want, I don't want you to break the stage. We'll just work on you staying on top and passing. You just pass.
We can do the other way.
No.
No, we'll go lighter, because it's better that you train longer than go hard today and the other. Do you have to go 10? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so let's just get you him on the bottom side control, and you're gonna go to,
Go to your dominance, do whatever you want to
you go to your
do.
dominance.
Do whatever you want to do. This is a life deal, so you're trying to submit me and do the things that we work on.
And he's gonna try to,
And I'm gonna let you work.
not make it easy, but he's not.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you work. And I'm gonna make you pay for mistakes, and I don't mean pain and suffering, I just mean, if you make a mistake, I'm gonna take advantage of
Let's
it.
work on positions and, yeah, leverage, frames, wedges, you get in the turn, taking away the space, create frame, can you address that frame or not?
Your hips are fine.
Yeah. There's your chest position.
And it's cold, but you should let me do that.
Switch, elbow control and arm, walking hands on the mat, palm lock.
Sorry. Sorry. That's good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's good. Ah,
You go, you go.
shit. That was good. That was good.
Reset, try to establish your base, your posture, and positioning.
Son of a bitch. You're making this uncomfortable. Good job. Son of a bitch.
Get out. Back. Left elbow in, pummel in, let it sit on. Yes. Eliminate that knee shield. Go north. Good job. Reset.
Keep going.
Yeah. Keep going.
Nice.
And I used to, like, before this morning, I would,
Don't
what do
avoid
you
it.
know?
You know what, play with, go on your spots where you like, you avoid it, one right hand.
I learned what to do with the dominant side on that other side. It's the
Yeah.
side I'm not comfortable with.
Yeah.
Because I feel like my paths were totally different on either side, but I'm more comfortable.
You're still looking at that chest and back connection, you're still going for that grip under the, overhook under the head.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing on either side, that's why I was never saying left or right, I say, the hand is closest to the head, the hand is closest to the head. I always say, you probably don't notice, but I do that intentionally because I don't want you to only be like, I don't know.
Left and right.
Yeah, I do both sides, but I don't really emphasize the both. You're doing fine. And that's why I tell you when I roll with you, I'm not like going like, you fucking suck. I'm like, dude, I see so much more for you. But it's not a lot. It's like you have the body movement and you have the athleticism to it. You've got he's got so much, he's like, he forgot what he's forgotten what he means, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we gotta remember is like,
Well, that's right.
I'm never like, I'm always like thinking like, oh, shit, it's funny, it's funny. But, you know, but
And you know what, though, there's always, you throw me, it's, if you roll with guys who are really good a lot, then you always feel like a white belt. And you walk out of the school and you look down at your black belt and you're like, I gotta go get this back to my professor. What am I doing here? This is, I feel like a fraud, right? Like you bought it on Amazon and you're like, so there's all these guys that are, doesn't matter how deep you get, there's always levels where you're an overweight 12-year-old girl with cystic fibrosis.
So this being said, when you practice the next week or
Yeah.
until you come back, don't look at your going to submissions, you're still controlling the position. And if you find yourself on the bottom, you're taking away what they want.
Okay. Yeah.
Is this frame something I need to mitigate? Do I need to worry about him hooking my head? Probably. Do I feel on his hip? No, because he's going to pin my arm. I know I got to keep my elbows in.
Yeah.
Right? So think of the same thing. When you find yourself on the bottom with your son, which I'm sure he's all
Yeah.
But you know his son.
I don't.
Tony, yeah, no, Tony.
Oh no, he just got his black belt. So he you see
Anthony
when you see him. When you see him, you'll be right. I'll show you. But anyway,
So,
He talks about it all the time.
your wife, Tony, who he works as a server at,
Yeah.
yeah,
that's your son?
that's his little boy. That's his little boy.
No way! I've known Tony for years.
I know you have.
So yeah, when
Wow,
You didn't know he was my son?
I did not.
I didn't know he did.
A lot of people didn't know that.
No, I have no idea. He's huge.
Yeah,
He's huge, dude.
he's even bigger. Like when I
Dude,
saw
that didn't come from you. No, you're solid and you're strong, but I'm just saying he's a big dude.
Yeah. His granddad on his mom's side, a big son of a bitch.
I rolled with his mom, with Tanner, at like 3 years ago, or 4 or 5.
She's been out for about 2 years.
So like 3, 4, 5 years, I rolled with his mom, and I remember thinking, holy shit, you know, like she's solid. I was like, holy shit, she's like I just have respect for her.
yeah,
Right?
we did some like 2 weeks ago. I was in the night class.
She did a full-on man rolls.
And I was
Like there was no little girl shit going on. She did full ass. Wow.
So in the meantime, until you heal, keeping it safe, making your frame, using your position instead of your strength. It's hard to get out of that habit because you're still on active toes and you're letting you carry your weight and you're driving it to the mat across. You're not on top. You'll change that angle, driving diagonally to the mat.
Okay.
Just that little active toes getting off the knees that you saw.
Yeah.
I saw you doing. And like I said, he could have thrown more at you. He's just saying, yes, this is effective. This upstream, this is good. Keep doing that shit.
Yeah.
And we're encouraging you to get better here to win, but you're gonna fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
And like I said, but like if you pay for this mistake I made, I mean, like you went, you know,
Yeah, the hip elevation, that
where I got my guard back or something.
getting the guard back, and that's really, that's his job. Make it
That was great.
That was good.
That was
You did
great.
good.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right,
Thank you.
sure, no problem.
Yeah.
You probably
Yeah, that's when I told him, I said, I got hold of the doctor and said, hey, I got something wrong, I can't think.
I told him, yesterday I said, don't cancel your doctor.
Dude, in Southern California, that's another 6 months to wait for an appointment.
Well, and that's not what I thought, when I met you last time, I haven't seen a doctor in 20 years, you should probably go.
Your prostate's probably the size of an orange. Yeah, yeah. No, it's good for me.
Either lose it or you either use it or lose it. Yeah. Trying.
it's not you, I have to be cautious.
I mean, I can leave it alone.
No, it's not that. I just didn't know when it's up. This one's tight from lifting, this one's tight from recent repair. I'm not going to where it hurts, I'm going to where I'm good.
All right.
It's not you,
Yeah, it's just, you can always do other jiu-jitsu than just attack in one specific injured spot. You can do other things, and I try to put them out. And there's just something about my instinct and reflexes to always be prying those arms and separating them.
If I don't get better, if you need it, I'm not going to get better. And it's fine. How
people with flat shoes, especially. I meant to run sometimes. No, I'm not mad at you at all. I'm trying to stay
I
tight.
just feel bad.
No, no. I'm
I
trying.
know that it's in you, I still can't do it.
This is better. This is repair. It didn't hurt ever. This is the one that hurt, but how I tore it was go to mount. From Kimura, I got this Kimura. And you just go right to mount, and then you drive it.
Oh, man?
Yeah. And I was defending this for like 2 weeks.
Oh.
And Brendan was getting ready for a comp, so I was letting him work from here.
Yeah.
And it was just, all of a sudden it hurt one day. And then it hurt the next day. And I kept training. I did train hard. And then it hurt 3 days in. I couldn't do it. I couldn't lift it. So it was just that strain of just doing this.
So you're putting all of your strain on one little part of it.
I had arthritis that was rubbing on the rotator.
Oh, God.
So it tore a hole in the cup. In the tendon.
Shit, dude.
So it's not like it didn't hurt until I was like, wait, something doesn't feel right. And then it got inflamed, and when it got inflamed is when it hurt. So now I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to resist, but I know even though they took all the
Bone spurs are
all the spurs out, it's still I'm worried about it. And now I'm doing it on this side. I'm like, I gotta be careful. So here I already know I wasn't getting out. I was gonna let you finish. I'm like, where are we gonna finish? And you were being nice. I'm like, I fucking, you've already won, Pat. You know? So I wasn't worried about getting out. Because I already knew by the time I'm here, I'm already done. I already know, and I always say that when my elbows are above my nipples, I'm like, I can try to fight, but no, I get it. So don't feel bad. That's what I gotta get better at. Because as I get better, and as I start going against higher belts, they start going to that, like, I can't do that in the comp, I can't do that on the street. Hey, I got a bad shoulder. Nobody gives a shit, right? You give a shit. So
The bad guy doesn't give a shit about your back shoulder.
this is where I need to, like, okay, when do I find a oh shit situation? You know, and if I'm at work, can I reach my tools in a bad situation? Do I want to go for a gun? Fuck no, I don't want to go for a gun. I'm just giving him a gun. Right?
Yeah.
So, no, you're good.
Alright.
Don't ever feel that. Because I gotta get better at that, right? So,
Alright, yeah.
I think that was good for Eric and asked for this to do because you do all these things. You know, I don't do, oh yeah, I can do that. I do this, I do that. And then I do this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, one sequence that I don't do as much, but and it will be, it's very effective, and it's actually effective all the time. And I try to work on sweeps and stuff, but man, that thing where you come up here, and then you elevate a little bit, and then you have to put your hands on the ground, right?
Yeah.
And then you get that.
So Steve's really good at this.
Right, and you do that straight arm bar.
Get this guy one up.
But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, the idea is to get the straight arm bar.
Yeah.
And the entry, right?
Yeah, this entry here is where you're feeling it in this.
Well, no, I'm just saying,
Which Steve?
yeah.
There.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, that's always there.
Yeah.
And I had forgotten about that until we wound up in the position, right?
In my other school, we used to practice butterfly and we start there. That's where the whole time is. So,
Yeah, and also what I'll do here, what I was actually doing is that yes, you got school, yes, but also if you want to straighten them out, right? So you scooch a little away, and you're kicking them out, right? For to do different things,
yeah.
right? Like if you want to go with the car.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just had forgot. Actually, my brain was talking about this.
Yeah, I know.
Until we were in that position, I totally forgot that butterfly, the straight arm attack.
Well, I'm hoping that the more
So that's it for
the
me.
more you roll, you're gonna be like, oh, I was doing this Sudoku, I forgot I can still do this.
Yeah, I totally. That's something I actually did for a long time years ago. I'd always go for that. I'd always go for that straight arm bar.
Step on the black belt from the morning classes. He's really good at butterflies. He's really good at it.
Yeah, listen, the guys who give me the very most difficult times, the most are butterfly. And there's not an ounce of fat in the core. There's not an ounce of fat in the core. And they give me the hardest times. The guys who are really, really good at butterfly. So yeah, the butterfly is powerful. Man, it's powerful. You know, and listen, they're so good with their legs. They're so good. And they've got such good flexibility. And they have no fat in the core. That like, I mean, all separate a butterfly. And it's just right back to you. It's like a fight. They're really good. When they turn into loop shells or guillotines or a million things, I mean, they're so good. The butterfly is such a powerful weapon.
This is what I like about like the one with you is like, I know you know a lot, but then everything is like everybody says, when you get to black belt, you just start reinforcing something. All your basic posture is fucking on. Whatever you lie on, wherever you land, you don't give up the position to maintain the top and the base in your position. So you might be in a weird position, but you're always base out. You're sprawl or you're planking, whatever it is you're doing, you're comfortable letting you carry the weight. Which is what I was trying to tell you. You can let people carry the weight, but you can squeeze the shit out of him. You're not carrying the weight. He's strong as fuck. I'm trying to get him to be more. And you can see it. You can see it. He's
I've actually gotten confident in releasing that tight squeeze. See, there's a difference between being tight and being tight and just squeezing for all your work. Just squeezing for all your work. And that's great to do to control a thrashing guy for a few seconds if you're in a tournament like a point shoulder, hit your points, make sure you hit your points, right? Control the guy, don't do that in that initial just thrashing, right? But then you gotta be confident enough in the rest of the jiu-jitsu and flowing. But release that squeeze.
So he needs to like go and start hand fighting or just make sure he keeps the position. That's all he's at. And he's good. I go ahead and touch it. Good. Let's get you going.
He has to be confident to release the squeeze in order to do that.
Yeah, well, he's so worried about paralysis through analysis. I'm not sure where to go from this piece here.
You get off the feet.
Yeah, and that's what
I'm not analyzing shit.
No,
I'm
no.
not analyzing it.
No, we're just going.
Right, it just happens.
It's riding around. That's what I call it. Mountain biking and riding around.
That's right. That's exactly what we're doing.
So I go back to that. I think of it like this way. Whenever we do pass, I'm getting in the same position where I'm not successful. I'm not doing well framing into. I'm not doing good exposed to that. You're not even allowing me to turn. So I've got to figure something out because you're already getting past the point where I have options. You've slowly eliminated my options where I have no options. The only option I have is not fucking frames. And the frames just slowly, break me down with that.
I changed the angle.
Yeah.
So that the frame, a frame is strong, like the whole idea of framing and construction, right? It's really strong. But right? And then there's pressure, right? The frame is straight on, right? But you change the angle this way instead of the frame.
I did it to people on the battle all weekend. I was thinking, I was rolling my feet, I was getting the side control like you. I was like, this is comfortable. Okay, my judo reverse side control, this is better. Okay, so it's not. Okay, yeah, this is better.
You're feeling that, like, so you're learning those frames, like, the guy's trying to train you. So this is everybody gets taught this way, like, this frame right here. And I don't personally like it. And you know what? I'm not saying it's not effective, and I'm not saying it's wrong. And I'm not saying guys shouldn't do this. I'm just saying, I don't like it. And I don't know why, right? Well, I do know why. Here's the thing. Because God is going to mess with your head. Okay? He's going to scooch up here. And already this is starting to get compromised, right? That angle. And now the strength of the framing is kind of lost. And now I can use this shoulder. It's actually it's not my bicep, it's not my throat, it's my shoulder. And now look like collapse that arm, and your elbows are probably way up past your side, right? Way up past your sides. And it's just, now this isn't affecting the framing. And it's not causing me discomfort on my throat, right? Because I collapsed the powder. So it's just here, and now you just, right? And if I just try to go into your palate, right? Your frame, right? And I'll just help myself. But if you change the angles, right? And change the angles and you turn a little bit, move your neck a little bit, and bring your shoulder down. Now it's collapsing the frame, right? And I don't like that. I don't like it in you. I don't like it this style of bottom in this position. I don't like that. That sucks. So I don't do that because it's so easy for the guy to change his angle. He has all this weight and pressure and gravity in his favor. And if he's too savvy and that blows is if you get back